it's cool.
So what's the deal? I mean, I've seen that Devin Haney has posted clips of you and him sparring. I see you put clips as well. What was the storyline between all that?
What, like how I got set up,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
spawn, or like,
As far as putting clips out there is concerned and stuff, like what was the
oh,
reasoning?
like, when I go into these camps, or I spar these, top fighters, like I already go in there knowing, like, these guys is gonna record everything, and it's like, I can't do that because this is their camp, and but it's whatever, I'm used to it now, like, you know, um, of course they gonna show most highlights of him, but I mean that's what he's supposed to do, I had 12 amateur fights, I'm only 8-0 as a pro. And you can even see, like, in his highlights, I was still, you know, landing and sharp defense and stuff like that. But yeah, it's cool. Whenever I spar and go into these camps, I already know that there's gonna be footage and camera and stuff like that. So I don't really pay much mind to it.
What weirded me out when I seen that the time frame when within the sparring that you had with Devin and the time frame that you had with Ryan.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I thought I asked Ryan's father that, and he stirred away from the conversation. I
Hmm.
kind of want to know, like, how long apart was the sparring, like, when you got the call? And I asked him, was it like a strategic move to get Elijah Flores? Because I spoke highly about you with them as well.
Mm. I appreciate that. Now, it was what, 2.5 week difference because I sparred Haney twice. So it was crazy because I literally just fought March 2nd, and then the week after, like a whole week and a half after, they're like, "Yo, we looking for somebody, but I know your son just fought and da da da." I'm like, "Man, that's Devin Haney. I'm trying to get that work." So I wasn't gonna say I was out of shape, but like after a fight, you want to reward yourself with food. So I wasn't, the best. And then I guess he spars with 16s and stuff, so it was just a little different. Like I was like, but I had to take it. That's a great experience, and exposure. So we took it. I did great. But it was only a 2 week difference, and then I would understand if people thought like, oh, was that a strategic move by Ryan or the coach? But nah, it wasn't because it wasn't the father that directly we got that call because my pops knew a certain coach, and that coach was looking for somebody that had that style. So it was just crazy how like my pops knew that coach, and that coach knew Ryan's father. So it's crazy how all that just worked, and then in the time frame it was kind of like a crazy coincidence, but it played out, it worked out, and I'm blessed that I got that opportunity because there's a lot of boxers, but I feel like my style, like it kind of and I could switch it up too. I could pressure, I could step on the gas. It's not just straight boxing. I could go in there and press the gas. So I give different looks that I feel like played the big part in that Ryan Garcia and Haney fight. So yeah, it was great.
Did you feel like it was a strategic? Like, were you feeling a little weirded out knowing that it's like, all right, you as a boxing fan and as a boxer knowing that they're fighting, but then you get the phone call with Haney, and it's like, all right, whatever. But then you get the phone call for Ryan. Now you know the inside to it, but it's like, imagine the people from the outside, right? Like how they
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah, that's
Now,
that, and yeah,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, nah. A lot of people were saying that too. Like, yo, was that? And I was like, nah. I mean, at least that me and my pops don't know what like. But it was just crazy timing. Like, I don't know if that was on their end but I don't think so. I think it was just crazy like timing. And me too. I feel like my name is ringing bells right now. So, and I've been in a lot of these top camps. So it's like, and this is like my third fight that I went against like Haney. Like Regis fought Haney, and I was his main sparring partner for like 2 months. Then Garcia. So it's like I feel like they looking at me as like, okay, this kid, he got great IQ, he's young, da da da. Let's keep
He
using
has
this
he
kid.
has those attributes. He has the Devin
He has
Haney
those
attributes.
actions. Yeah, so you know, that's how I look at it. But yeah,
Um, Speak. So you was in you sparred Devin Haney 2 times, but you weren't in his camp. You was just in Ryan's camp, correct?
Yeah. That Haney, I just sparred twice, like on just some regular, and but Garcia actually flew out to Texas, stood there a whole month, and did like camp. So
Talk
yeah.
to me. As far as comparing the two camps, as far as Javante camp and a Haney and a Ryan Garcia camp. I mean, if you had to compare the two, what would you have to tell the viewers?
Who, like comparing Haney and Garcia,
Yeah, Javante Tank Davis's
Javante.
camp versus a Ryan Garcia camp.
Well, Javante too. I didn't do a camp. I was going to, but I don't know what happened. But I also did spar Tank twice. But
Okay.
I mean, they fairly, treated me well, man. Like I can't complain. I got paid. I got paid good after sparring. I got treated well. Especially on Garcia's part, man. I never got man, he blessed me crazy. Showed me crazy love. Great dude, man. Like anybody who, like, I never been to a camp like that where was it was. He's a great dude, man. Yeah, man. A lot of people think he's he's here, but man, he's real. He's real genuine. He's a good dude, man. He blessed me, and you know me feeling blessed, and him doing that. I'm doing like this little event Sunday and giving back to the homeless, and doing stuff like that because he didn't even have to do that. So it's like, yeah, my hats go out to him, man. He's great people, and his pops and stuff like that. Good
That's
dude.
amazing. That's amazing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, as far as um, before going into the ring with Devin and Ryan, and knowing that they were fighting, who did you have winning that fight?
Before I sparred them,
Yes, before you sparred them.
I was leaning more towards Haney because I know that Haney's a great boxer and that he fought a lot of dudes with power, and he knows how to. I'm not gonna say take away the power from him, but he knows how to take away certain punches. So I was kind of leaning a little bit towards Haney just because of the movement. He could get out of certain situations, great IQ, but it wasn't far from. I just was leaning towards him a little more. But when I sparred both, I had it like really, really even. Like I had it like really even. So it could have it like in my opinion it was like up in the air with me, but yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
What made it that you had it so even?
Um, the fact that when I sparred Haney, his IQ was just it was good. It was almost like he adapted to me, and as the rounds progressed it was like, okay, like it was like gears on a bike. He just gear one, you feel me? And it was like, okay, and me, as I only had 12 amateur fights and then eight and as a pro. I'm like, okay, he figuring me out, let me switch it up. So it just made me, but you could tell like the IQ and and the defense too, because he got great defense. I was like, okay, like it made, but then when I saw Ryan, um you know Ryan is, I'm not gonna say he's awkward, but he's his speed and just his power and precision. Like when he throws, it's like, okay, like with 8-ounce gloves, no headgear, this could go. And I said it too. I said if he lands a punch, it's I'm leaning towards, and he did just that. So I kind of had it, fairly even, and I feel like that was a great matchup for both fighters. So, and it was a great fight. So.
Mm.